The surgeon who tried to operate on the wrong patient. Twice. So, I've been a registered nurse for over a decade. I've worked ER or ICU, you name it. I thought I was unshockable. Until Dr. M entered the picture. Dr. M was a brand new attending surgeon, fresh out of residency. Ego the size of Jupiter. He talked like he invented surgery, but honestly, man barely seemed to know which end of the scalpel to hold. We jokingly called him Dr. Malpractice, which in hindsight feels like foreshadowing. Anyway, it was a Tuesday, of course it was a Tuesday, and I was working pre-op in the OR. We had 2 patients on the board. Mr. Johnson, 70s, gallbladder removal. Mr. Jameson, 40s, right inguinal hernia repair. Pretty routine stuff. So I'm checking on Mr. Johnson and making sure all the consent forms are signed, everything prepped. Dr. M strolls in, glances at the chart, and says, "All right, ready for the hernia repair?" I look at him, deadpan, and go, this is the gallbladder patient." He laughs like I'm joking. I'm not. I point to the big red allergy bracelet, the consent form, the literal whiteboard in the room. He kind of shrugs it off and leaves. I think, cool, we dodged a bullet.
Wrong.
30 minutes later, I hear commotion from OR 3. One of the techs bursts into the break room like she just saw a ghost. He was about to cut into the wrong guy. Turns out Dr. M had walked into the OR with Mr. Jameson, the hernia guy, but told anesthesia to position him for lap chole, gallbladder removal. They're about to intubate when the anesthesiologist, absolute legend, double checks and is like, "Hey, why does this consent say hernia but you're talking gallbladder?" Cue the awkward silence. So we all have a meeting after and Dr. M says, and I quote, "Well, they're both abdominal surgeries. Easy mix-up."
Sir.
We reported it, of course. He got sent to mandatory training, but he was still allowed to operate after that. I started triple-checking every single detail any time he was on the schedule. At one point, I legit taped sticky notes to my scrubs with patient names and procedures just to keep him from pulling a oopsie. The moral of the story? Your nurse is your last line of defense between you and someone else's gallbladder getting snatched out of your body. Want another one? I've got stories involving scalpels flying, surgeons flirting mid-surgery,